Welcome to day 28 of our historical journey. Today, we explore the world of the Vikings, legendary Norse explorers, warriors, and settlers whose influence spread across Europe and beyond. Join us as we delve into their adventures, daily life, and enduring legacy. The Viking longship, an iconic symbol of Norse exploration and warfare, was a technological marvel of its time. These sleek, nimble vessels were designed for both open-sea voyages and river travel, enabling the Vikings to raid, trade, and explore across vast distances. The longship's design, with its shallow draft and symmetrical bow and stern, allowed them to navigate diverse waterways and launch surprise attacks. The map illustrates the extensive reach of Viking exploration. From their Scandinavian homelands, the Vikings ventured far and wide. They established settlements in Iceland, Greenland, and even reached North America, with evidence of Viking presence found in Newfoundland, Canada. They also navigated the rivers of Eastern Europe, trading and raiding as far south as the Black Sea and Constantinople. This map highlights the vast network of Viking voyages and their significant impact on European history. Viking artifacts provide a fascinating glimpse into their daily life, craftsmanship, and culture. Items such as weapons, jewelry, and tools reveal the Viking skills in metalwork and their social hierarchy. Artifacts like the elaborate Norse brooches and intricately designed swords reflect their artistry and the importance they placed on status and wealth. These objects, found in burial sites and trading posts, help us understand the material culture of the Vikings. Norse mythology, a rich tapestry of gods, giants, and legendary creatures, played a central role in Viking culture. Symbols such as the Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and the Yggdrasil, the world tree, are emblematic of the Viking belief system. The myths of Odin, Thor, and Loki were not just stories but integral to their worldview, influencing their rituals, values, and even their approach to life and death. These symbols offer a window into the spiritual and cultural dimensions of Viking society. Daily life in Viking society was marked by a blend of farming, trading, and raiding. Viking settlements were centered around farmsteads, where agriculture and animal husbandry provided the basis for their economy. Social structure was hierarchical, with chieftains, free farmers, and thralls, slaves, playing distinct roles. The Vikings also held strong communal bonds, with longhouses serving as centers for both family life and community gatherings. Daily activities included crafting, trading, and preparing for voyages. The Viking influence on Europe was profound and lasting. Their raids and settlements led to significant political and cultural changes across the continent. In England and France, Viking presence contributed to the development of new cultural and political landscapes, including the formation of the Danelaw in England. In Ireland, Norse settlements laid the groundwork for the rise of cities like Dublin. The Vikings also impacted the broader European trade network, facilitating connections between various regions. The Vikings were not only fierce warriors but also skilled traders. Their trading networks extended across Europe, the Middle East, and even into Asia. They traded goods such as furs, amber, and slaves, and acquired items like silver, silk, and spices. The trading hubs, such as Hedeby and Birka, were vibrant centers of commerce where goods and cultural exchanges flourished. The Vikings established notable settlements in Iceland and Greenland, which were significant achievements in Norse exploration. Iceland, discovered by Norse explorer and golfer Arnarsson, became a center of Viking culture and law, while Greenland, settled by Eric the Red, represented a daring expansion into the Arctic regions. These settlements demonstrated the Vikings' adaptability and their capacity to thrive in challenging environments. Viking runestones are important archaeological artifacts that provide insights into Viking society, beliefs, and history. These stones, often inscribed with runic alphabets, served as commemorative monuments and record significant events, achievements, or genealogies. The runestones reveal details about Viking life, including their connections to family and homeland. The Viking sagas, epic tales of heroism and adventure, are central to our understanding of Norse culture and history. Written in Old Norse, these sagas recount the exploits of legendary figures like Ragnar Lothbrok and Eric the Red. They offer a glimpse into the values, beliefs, and historical events that shaped Viking society and have been preserved as important literary works. Viking religious practices were centered around a pantheon of gods and goddesses, with temples and sacred sites dedicated to their worship. Temples such as the one at Uppsala were focal points for rituals and sacrifices. These religious practices reflected the Vikings' deep connection to their gods and their belief in the influence of divine forces on their lives. Viking burial customs provide significant insights into their beliefs and social structure. The Vikings practiced both cremation and inhumation, often placing grave goods such as weapons, jewelry, and ships with the deceased. These burial rites reflect the Vikings' views on the afterlife and their desire to honor the dead with wealth and honor. Viking military tactics and strategies were highly effective, combining speed, surprise, and adaptability. Their use of the longship allowed them to conduct swift raids and navigate various terrains. The Vikings employed strategies like hit-and-run attacks and psychological warfare to overwhelm their enemies. Their military prowess was a key factor in their success across Europe. The Vikings had significant interactions with the Byzantine Empire and the Middle East. They established trade relations with the Byzantines, who referred to them as Varangians, and engaged in both trade and mercenary activities. The Vikings also traded with the Islamic world, acquiring luxury goods and spreading their influence across a vast network of cultures. The Vinland sagas are crucial sources for understanding Viking exploration of North America. These sagas describe voyages led by Leif Erikson and other Norse explorers to a land they called Vinland, believed to be part of modern-day Newfoundland. These accounts provide evidence of the Vikings' early presence in North America, long before Columbus. Viking art and craftsmanship are renowned for their intricate designs and skilled workmanship. Norse art includes metalwork, wood carvings, and textile arts, characterized by elaborate patterns and motifs inspired by mythology and nature. Artifacts such as carved wooden panels and decorated weaponry showcased the Vikings' artistic abilities and their cultural values. The decline of Viking power was influenced by various factors, including internal conflicts, the rise of strong centralized kingdoms in Europe, and the conversion to Christianity. The transition from raiding to settlement and the eventual integration into European societies marked the end of the Viking Age. The process of Christianization and political changes gradually diminished the Viking influence. The legacy of the Vikings endures in modern culture through literature, media, and popular imagination. From epic sagas to contemporary portrayals in films and television, the Vikings continue to capture our fascination. Their exploration, mythology, and impact on history remain subjects of intrigue and inspiration. The legacy of the Vikings is evident in the many places they touched and the stories they left behind. Their achievements in exploration, their complex social structures, and their enduring myths have captivated the imagination and influenced cultures across Europe and beyond. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Vikings, Norse explorers and warriors who left an indelible mark on history. As we continue our journey through the past, we will uncover more about the civilizations that shaped our world. Stay curious and keep exploring as we delve deeper into the stories of our past.